Okay, y'all, so I was in the middle of doing my skincare, literally, and I received this message because I've been seeing so many different videos online circulating when it comes to the Christmas ornaments and the decorations, but specifically for Black American people. Right, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that really quickly. I do want to touch on this moon that we have. It's the Beaver moon, and I believe it's in the sign of Taurus, and it could be a full moon, right? But one thing that I wanted to note is I've been seeing since like the summertime the second moon. You guys know that we supposedly supposed to have like a second moon here on Earth. So we have our regular moon at night, and then we have throughout the day you can literally see this moon outside during the daytime. So there's some significance to that. Um, it's all about your emotions and who you are as a person. Also, when it comes to this moon, this can represent your financial stability, your relationships with other people, how you view certain things, how you view yourself, anything of principles, values, right? That's going to be something that you're going to have to understand and figure out for yourself. Excuse me. I know I'm speaking really quickly, y'all. So, back to the energies that I've been seeing online when it comes to the decorations for Christmas. Now, we already know when it comes to the spiritual realm, there's a lot of things that's happening, right? I believe that those decorations are not for us. I believe that they are for other people to practice witchcraft on when it comes to Black folks. And the reasons why is because people have always made artifacts of Black American people to practice their rituals on. It's sort of like all you need is an image, you need a picture, you need an item. Well, specifically, people would use dolls, right? To perform, say if they had like a doll and they cannot stand Black people, they would take this doll and they would put things on it, they would burn it, they would do all of these things that would solidify, or not even solidify, but to set in stone their hatred for this particular group of people or this doll, this person, whatever. And that would represent that. But on the other end, some people may use the image of Black people for a shield, like protection. Think of your people who they don't like you, not your people, but they don't like you, but yet they call on you for help. They need you for help. And so they would use your image or use a particular image to do spells on, to make you feel, or make like other Black people feel, if they run into those Black people, more lighthearted towards them, more freeing, more loving, right? A lot of people have been doing this stuff for years, since way back. I'm picking up on the energies from like the 1700s. Even when people started migrating to over here and they was moving into the neighborhoods of the Black American people, they would practice witchcraft. They would have like little small businesses, so that way you guys can spend your money at these businesses, all types of little things. And everybody has had their hand inside of this pot, stirring and stirring and stirring, right? And so this is why I keep on saying, when it comes to Black American people, it's lineage and it's spiritual. You guys have to get up on that and understand what's really happening out here, right? It's just like, say if you don't like a group of people, they come from a particular land, you may get that flag and start practicing witchcraft on it. It's the same thing as that. They do the same thing with our image, right? And I see a lot of the imagery. It's dark skin, right? Melanated skin. The hair is curly or wool. So who else are they talking about? Black American people, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do with your money, but I would say, if you guys are led to buy some of these decorations and also set up like altars and like protection and everything around it, you can do that. But yeah, that's what's happening. I don't believe that they're making these items for us specifically. They're making it for other people. And even further on down the line, it's going to be seen as collectibles and different items where people can own, and then they can like pass off to like other family members and stuff. This shit get really deep, and it also get really wicked as well. So don't ever think that a person can use your image or your likeness. It's just like how people will use your love, and that also like how you have a forgiving heart. They will use that in order to manipulate you, right? And so it's the same thing when it comes to these dolls that we keep on seeing. And now I know that was a lot of information, but if you guys are already doing your spiritual work, if you guys are already, working with the earth, then you're good. So, and it's again, it's based off lineage, it's based off, your ancestries and what you're tapping into. And so some people may see this and they like, I don't really know about it. But if I was being led to just give you guys this message, because you might not think that is something that deep, but it is. And if you go to your locals and all you see is all of these different artifacts of what's supposed to represent like Black American people, that's what that is. Make no mistake about it. And I'm also going to include some pictures up here so that way you guys can see. But yeah, I was picking up on it. I was picking up on the lighter side of the energy, but I was also picking up on the more deeper, more sinister side of it. Because a lot of people, when it comes to witchcraft, when it comes to sorcery, people like to use things, because you would think in your head, if I don't like a particular group of people, if I don't like something about a person, why would I continue to watch it? Why would I continue to have certain items that would represent these people? It's sort of like when people, they don't like us, but they will listen to our music, right? It's sort of like they're trying to, I don't know how to explain it. I don't have the words right now. It's sort of like, how can I explain it? I was seeing somebody who, like if you're cooking food and you stand up over the pot, we're taught not to do stuff like that. And then you're breathing it in. You know what I'm saying? If you're raised in Black American culture, you know that you're not supposed to walk into someone's kitchen without your hands being washed, without you, having your shoes off and being clean and everything like that. But to open up a pot and lift it up and smell it, that's a no-no. So just something like that, people like trying to breathe in the energy of the Black American folks. And it's not just, all skin folk and kinfolk. It's not just that. It's other people from other groups. They too are like this as well. So I want you guys to be doing your spell work, doing your protection work, and making sure that you are also passing along this wisdom to other people. If you're feeling something, if you're picking up on something, jot it down, pass it along to other people so that way they can understand what's happening too, because nothing happens just by accident. It never does. So especially by us understanding this and knowing this, right? So that's all. Take care. Okay, one more thing. I was also picking up on how, how like the artifacts, how they have a specific attire. When I think about Christmas, I also think about like this energy of family coming together. If you know anything about history, which we all do, they would come together, hang our people from trees as artifacts. And so this could represent like the Christmas tree, right? And I heard somebody else say this analogy as well. But we look at it as like, oh, wow, we're just having a good time. Well, these people would come together, right? And they would perform these rituals on our people. And it was like a celebration. So that's also energy harvesting as well. So while we're sitting up celebrating, like, oh, we're coming together as a family, drinking hot chocolate, eating our favorite foods and, watching our favorite movies. Well, to them, it was a celebration, right? So you guys know what I'm saying. If you're moving in the spirit, then you get it. You know what I'm saying, right?